Welcome to Stockholm.
Thank you so much. My name is I'm the founder at ePay. So customers like Casey, fussy and technical, before becoming our customers, they realized they were having some issues with one of their most important assets, which is the knowledge base. It was buried and scattered across multiple enterprise applications. They were missing some important insights coming from the knowledge base, and their employees, of course, were spending a lot of time in searching for internal information. They discovered Socrates, our enterprise knowledge hub. Basically, you can type a question and we are going to search across all of your documentation, across all of your emails, across all of your ticketing systems, and we're able to generate a summary on your company's data. We have two main verticalizations that makes us really different from other enterprise search engines market. So we are vertical in the engineering documentation, the technical documentation. For example, the engineering designs, we have specific models for machinery designs, we have specific models for technical documentation that is present in the manufacturing companies where we are so specific. We do not analyze only textual information, we also analyze the images, and we analyze the images very deeply, so we are able to understand what an electrical flow of the design is talking about. We're able to see the interpret and also the designs that are present as engineering designs. But most importantly, we are able to communicate extreme level of sovereignty to our customers. Meaning that if you do not use any kind of third-party services, you can decide to install our software wherever you want it, even on machines that are not connected to the public internet. And no one, including us at Milano, will have access to the data. So by setting apart, what makes us really different is, of course, we do not just analyze the textual information, the image search, which is pretty important in the manufacturing companies. It's highly customizable. For example, if you have a legacy version of your SAP, you can directly connect your SAP with the highly customizable models that we have inside our platforms. We are able to analyze all of your knowledge base. For example, you can see how different topics are related to each other. You can see in which area your user asks most frequently their questions. You can even generate records on how to improve your internal documentation. And most importantly, as I was saying, the extreme level of sovereignty. So thank you so much for listening. If you're interested, you can find me at my link with the pictures, and we're all there. Thank you so much.
About web programming, where it's the new and the future generation of coding and software development, where software developers and engineers using AI to develop the code. So instead of having real software developers, we have an AI that generates the code and reduce the time and effort. So today we don't like a situation where all the solutions present on the market can resolve very easy problems. You can say, develop me this app, develop me this service, etc. We are to develop the first solution for corporates where you can insert up to 30% on energy consumption, fuel consumption reduction, and of course future reduction emissions. This is a tremendous figure in a very low-cost margin sector that we can achieve thanks to our component that helps optimizing in real time routing, speed and acceleration based on corporate operations, labor data, and road info. I think about selling information like the one before. I would like to review how we have industries turn engineering into actions. So SpaceLab, an hardware and software and space company, is turn the complex data into effective and quick decisions in order to improve productivity, safety, and integration. So today, the industries are facing three major challenges: low levels of safety, poor system integration, lack of real-time visibility, and also overwhelming data market. So what if there is a system that can, for example,
complete space laser, artificial platform for plants and industries. We combine some technologies like IoT devices, drones, robotics, and satellite data in order to enable industries to predictive maintenance, environmental visualization, and also worker safety.
And significant knowing like to cameras and everything. So we have invented a, let me say, a smart solution to use sound directly on the product here. That is a standard product, which is, let me say, inside can be placed on any lamp, PV, points control in Italy. We have a patent, so I'm here to start to, let me say, spread the solution around here. So I'm very interested to talk with you as a partner, in the knowledge and whatever.
The brand page, and there are web games, so we can embed these games inside the apps or website, and all the experience inside the customer solution. Talking about why our customers are adopting our solution, because the 80% of players who play our games give the lead. So they say who they have. Name, survey, name, telephone number. 6 minutes is the lifetime value inside our games, not 5 seconds. 6 minutes is the average time inside our games. The 20% of players, if you give a coupon at the end of the experience, the 20% of people spend this coupon and become your customer. They purchase the pattern. 40% of players share the link with other friends to invite them to play with them. And of course, 100% fun with our game and enjoy the experience. So, that's what we are as a family. You can find us at stand 30 with Gloria and purchase and thank for your attention.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We stand for computer vision system. So we are going to talk about nuclear, wonderful, reliable source of energy, very environmental compatible, very good, one power, cost and time.
So our mission is to create an enterprise software powered by private AI, so private models, that is able to one step cut down the financing cost of licensing new organizations. On the other side, to optimize the operation of the existing gaps, giving increased margin to the utilities itself. So, a couple of things. We are part of both Microsoft and Media, part of the Terra Praxis Development Consortium, that is the co-pillar for both Europe and the United States, and we're already involved with a couple of projects with Tivoli, Carrefour Energy. Carrefour Energy is here from Sweden, and is a nuclear project. Okay, this is another version of the HVAC, is another product. Let's say, very quickly, we have now a couple of projects with these two gentlemen here, so developing Carrefour Energy. Therefore, 300 kills now June, 5 million in November, and reaching KPIs 15 million for 5 years, for the next 5 years. This is just the beginning. Let's think that we are about to sign another contract with Constellation in the United States for the use of our software in the nuclear power fleets. Let's say that for each reactor we have 25 is almost 24 million per reactor. Why? Because the operational expenses of this asset are around 100 million. So we're able to cut of almost 80% of the cost. When briefed, this is a complex matter. I will ask if everyone who is curious of this engineering complex system environmental software to come on the output that is in the end there, so we'll do, and ask for more information. Thank you so much for your interest and passion, and let's maintain
one of the founders of Committed. Our aim is to provide your factory with a double-digit increase in productivity just by better managing your own manufacturing process. So with the same machinery and same resources that you have today. And here you can see some of our partners and installations.
Nowadays, manufacturing faces a difficult context due to increased competition and added complexity coming from customer demands. And in this context, key decisions by managers are still based on experience or guesses, because manufacturing processes are still under-digitized with many blind spots and data that are in different silos. What we offer is a plug-and-play digital twin of your overall manufacturing process that is based on a proprietary IoT infrastructure and hosts all the manufacturing in just one day. We have sensors that collect in real time the real-time location of your production orders across your factory, and at the same time combine this data with the activation status of each one of the centers, be it CNC machinery or on the assembly line. All these data are you can use on a map of your shop floor with your factory, and at the same time we generate automatic alerts of process deviations or predictive insights that can tell you, for instance, if you have a bottleneck at a certain step in your manufacturing process. Once again, the advantages are that we rely on proprietary data, so no integrations with any SCADA, PLC, or any other system is needed. These data are collected without requiring any interaction from the workers on the shop floor, and the infrastructure is plugged in. Thank you very much.
And I'm here to tell you about our company in Milano. We are a road service company specializing in surveying inspection. Our crews are equipped to operate both in and outdoor space, ensuring a comprehensive coverage from every angle. With the visual, thermal and leather data collected by our drone, we create additional equipment to detect structural damage such as cracks, corrosion, and water infiltration. These are crucial for a precise technical operation. Moreover, our 3D scanning capabilities assist engineers in creating CAD and BIM modeling, streamlining industrial process to make them safer, faster, and of course more accurate. What I can say, we are committed to delivering best solution and working with the industrial expertise. And so, thank you for your attention, and I look forward to this group to discuss how that can impact.
I'm glad to be here, and today I will show you StickShare, the first HR tech platform for the freelance era. But what is the freelance era? Today's work world is increasingly fluid and hybrid, but the problem is that companies use always the same tools to engage with talent, that are either too complex, like options and equity, or too generic, like welfare, that is not rewarding. Today's people need something different, that is meaningful, and that is attached to their sense of purpose. In the US, only 22% of people each year turn to self-employment, and most of the time that is because they feel a lack of purpose in their previous employment. That's why we created StickShare. That is a platform that will enable your managers and your HR to reward the best talents in the exact moment they achieve a result. How do we do that? With a StickShare. One StickShare is like a medal of honor that can be assigned to the talent in the exact moment that he achieves a result. And it does two things. First, it will certify the result achieved, creating a sort of curriculum vitae certified by the company. And second, it will provide access to a benefit. We either provide benefits on our own, or we design the benefits based on your company's assets, so that they are cheap, flexible, and easy to assign. We are operating in the HR tech market that is on the rise. We are currently fundraising, but we are also looking for companies that want to revolutionize the way that they reward their talents. Thank you. Find me at the booth 16 right now.
Here today we're going to see about what's the protagonists. So the solution comes with an idea where an employee, when he wants to ask for a business card or his business card, he has to wait for minimum 2 months to get the business card. Trade shows or events that he or she So that need comes with the solution that we thought that it's going to be something to digitalize the whole process when networking strategy can develop streamline the whole process for the employees and also the company, where they can also see how each member of the team are interacting with their networks, especially for the sales team, marketing team. They can evaluate how they are performing during their networking process. The product itself, it's very easy to understand. So it's just a digital business card where we are having either on our wallet or we are having it as a product, physical product, where you can scan and see the full profile digital of each individual with the link to all the information that they want to share with the prospect or the people that they are interacting during an event or any meeting that they want to share this information. Part of this is very important part that we integrated recently, are that content can be shared automatically with all the CRM solutions, mainly with the Salesforce also KT, but also the other CRM ones that we are integrating through Zapier. This is very important because most of the time as a salesperson I say that it happens so many times that you get the cards, you go home, but you don't remember exactly what was the conversation that you had, and sometimes you are entering even not correctly. So this is the very important part that we created this part of. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention. I'm Marco Antonini. I'm the co-founder of Three. Do you need maintenance? Do you need energy recovery? Or do you need a profitable investment? We have a solution for you. The solution is gas stabilizer. Gas stabilizer is a self-regulation recovery system for landfill-generated biogas. We have two plants in Italy, one in Fano and one in Milano. And this technology is a patented technology with method and system, and we can recover biogas from landfill. In the picture, you can see a gas stabilizer model and that work on the landfill. The main advantages that you can have when you use a gas stabilizer is energy recovery, odor elimination, reduction of environmental pollution, and the big characteristic about gas stabilizer is to have the right gas where you have the sensor, the collector that you have where you have a quantity of biogas that you can send to the recovered energy and to produce electricity. And the very important thing is gas stabilizer reduces the greenhouse effect by cutting methane emission from biogas generated in the landfill. This is two case history, one in Fano and one in Milano. In Fano we have 3 models of gas stabilizer installed in the plant. And in 4 years we can increase the quantity of energy recovered about 44% more. In Milano, with 4 gas stabilizer models, we have an increase of 46% of electricity production. This is what we can do with gas stabilizer. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to answer your question and for today. Thank you very much.